Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's been quite a long time since I've filmed anything, but today we are going to fix the wishbone on this K13 Micra. It's a 2012 model, and yeah, we're going to replace the whole wishbone. We've got this wishbone from Borg & Beck, so we're going to get this on and I'll show you how to do it. So obviously, first things first, you want to get the car jacked up. You want to probably get it nice and high just so you can get underneath and work on everything, but basically the wishbone is just this whole bottom piece here. So there is a bolt that goes in from the bottom there, and then one at the front that goes through this piece, and then you've got your ball joint, which is held in with a pinch bolt. You can see there, that is the pinch bolt that goes through. So we'll start by getting the pinch bolt out, splitting the ball joint, and then we'll take the other two bolts out. The pinch bolt is 14mm on this one, so 14mm nut on this side and then a 14mm bolt on this side. So you can see there I've wedged the spanner against the wishbone so the spanner physically can't move anywhere, and then that means that you can just not have to tie up both hands and you can just turn the one side. So we'll get this bolt out and then we'll hammer it out and split the ball joint. This bolt is actually quite loose, because I put the gun on it and spun the bolt round from the other side, so it's nice and loose. If it's tight and you've not got a gun, the best thing to do is put a nut back on here and then hit it out with the nut on the end, because this is fairly loose. I'm just going to tap it with the hammer to get it out. You can see how easy that moved there. So once you've got the bolt out, you need to split the ball joint. I personally like using these fork ones. I just find them quickest and easiest for splitting ball joints, but there's loads of other different methods. This is probably not the best method to use if you're wanting to not damage your ball joint and you're just looking to take the bottom arm off. I probably wouldn't use one of these, but because we're replacing the arm anyway, it doesn't really matter. So that basically just slides in between there, and then it just wants hitting with the hammer on the end, and then you keep battering that, and it'll release the ball joint. And then once that has separated slightly, we can take the other two bolts out and pull the arm out. So now that ball joint's separated, we want to remove these two bolts here. So this back one is a 21mm socket. They have some very, very strange sizes on these Micras. I don't know why. They don't really follow the traditional Japanese like 14, 12mm kind of thing. There's a lot of like 21mm and 15mm and stuff. So yeah, just get a 21mm socket, give it a good bang on there, make sure it's on properly. They tend to go quite crusty, these bolts, so I've given them a good spray with some WD-40. So we'll get a bar on here, loosen it off, and then I'll whiz it out with the gun. So this front one, same again, just give it a good whack on. It's an 18mm socket. I don't know why they use 18mm, but yeah, 18mm socket. I've cracked it off with the bar, giving it a good soak in WD. So yeah, we'll give it a buzz off with the gun now. And I think actually the top has a nut on it by the looks of it. I thought it was going to be a captive nut, but I think it's actually loose. So we'll get a spanner on there as well. So that's front bolt out, and it was a nut on top. It's not a captive nut, so you just need an 18mm spanner on the top, and then yeah, 18mm socket on the bottom. So now we'll prise this ball joint out. It's been split already, so it should be nice and loose, and then we can just yank the arm out and get the new one ready to go in. Once you've split the ball joint, just put the fork back in, and then wedge it in between, and then just prise up, and then it'll pop out. Obviously I've already popped it out there, so that is the ball joint out, and then there's nothing holding these in now, so we can just pull the whole arm out. It might require some levering, so I'll pick it up once I've got it back out. So the front side pops out pretty easy. For the back side, you might just need to get a bar and just lever it out a little bit. It's a bit once you've got it moving, it comes out pretty easy. So that is that out. Let's get the new one in. So basically what you want to do is bang it in somewhere near like that. I actually managed to get that in with my hand, just banging the edge with my hand, so it doesn't need a lot of force. Get it somewhere near, and then under here, when you've got it somewhere near the hole, the best way to get it lined up is just put a flat blade screwdriver in there and then just prise it into position. Get it somewhere near, and then yeah, once you've got it into position like that, you can grab your big bolt. I'll just show you this for now, but I'm going to take this back out and put some copper grease on it. But yeah, once you've got it somewhere near, your bolt will go through and line up. So I'll grease this bolt up, get that bolted in, and then we'll pivot the arm into place. So I've got that bolt started in there. So all you need to do now is basically pivot the arm round. Basically, same idea with this front one. Get it somewhere near so that you can get a flat blade screwdriver in it, and just prise it into place, and then you'll see the screwdriver will come out the other way when you other side when you got it somewhere near, and then that bolt should push in. I'll put the camera down just so I can get it lined up a bit better with both hands, but that bolt should push through once you've got it lined up properly. So that's both bolts in, hand tight. You can see there I've just got the nut wound on, and then after you've got that on, obviously you need to get your ball joint back into here. So it needs levering down, because you can see there that's the ball joint, it's too high, so it needs levering down into here. Best thing to do is get like a tire lever or a bar or something, put it in between the arm, and then you can just lever it down. So yeah, we'll get that in now. So there we go, bolts are all back in. I've put a new bolt in here. If you do that, be careful, because it's got a step on the bolt, so you need to make sure you get the right bolt if you do that. And yeah, you just need to tighten this 21mm up, then the 18mm bolt and nut, and then this ball joint pinch bolt as well, and then we can chuck the wheel back on and torque everything up, and it's good to go. So that is how to change the bottom wishbone on a K13 Nissan Micra. This is actually Sarah's new winter runabout, so we will be doing some more videos on this in the future. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video and you found it helpful, make sure you leave a like on the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.